Awesome. Well, Riker, the sun is up. What's your plan for the day?
I'm gonna sort through the RV and see what all's what.
Yeah, you've pretty much sorted as much as you can sort through RV until you start tearing pieces out of it. Doesn't have too much. Had about a barter worth of stuff.
I'm not worried about what's inside. I'm worried about the engine and
It
the tires and everything else.
it could probably use a little bit of air in the tires and maybe a change in the air filter. But this thing was just running yesterday and it's built to be okay outside.
All
So
right. Well then,
it looks like it
I'll go
definitely
take
could
a
have been
nap.
taken out this morning if someone had wished to do so.
I don't know. Then maybe I'll go sit in the diner and get some of that horrible coffee.
Yeah, sounds good. As you're leaving, Pipple's like, "Don't forget about that copper."
Yeah. I'll be going later today.
Yeah, so they have like a basic kind of breakfast thing for a barter. Get yourself a good meal, some unlimited refills of this super thick, watered down yet dark kind of coffee. Like it seems to be if someone was gonna use like Folgers, but then let it get wet just a little bit, and then use that and put it in, and then really ran it through a few times. The same coffee was used, so it to you it probably tastes like what coffee should. To to us, it doesn't wouldn't really taste good. But yeah, if you want a full kind of basic meal, it'd be one barter.
Sure. Yeah.
And
Yeah. I'll
so
get me a full
you're
meal and some coffee.
yeah, you're up there, and the waitress, the server, kind of the main face of the place, Gypsy, comes out and, how you doing this morning, Riker? Did you hear about Blame?
Yeah. I found him. I heard about him.
Yeah, it's a sad thing. We can't go around losing too many people here in the Delta. We'll just run out of folks to serve. Gnarly and me would go out of business. You want some of that tar?
Yeah. You better give me a cup.
All right, all right. You going out on a run today?
Yeah, probably after this here meal.
You be careful. We had a few folks in here earlier this morning that were doing some supply runs and saw some of them Crimson fellows riding around. So you be careful if you're heading in their direction.
I will. Thank you very much.
Shoo, what are you up to now that the sun's kind of up and everybody's gone back to their normal? Like it's kind of boring. Probably 3 or 4 times a week you'll have a vehicle, like a transport vehicle of some sort, roll into town. Sometimes it's refilling supplies at the market. It might be folks picking up, like, there's a water tanker and such that'll come in, refill some water, and head out. And that's exciting because it's big and it's loud and it's a big shiny rolling through. But today,
And
uh,
it's different.
exactly, everybody seems to be doing okay. Other than obviously the happenings of the morning.
But more importantly, before we go any further, did I find a box?
Yes, you were looking to snip and snap and stuff. Yeah, you did find a box, but you found the box to be locked still.
That's fine. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah,
I put it in my little bag and
you go through there and you snap the little wire and the alarm doesn't go off and you pull it out. Like it has a little bit, some sand got in there, so it kind of does a sound as you pull it out. Sand particles being pulled, and then get the box out and put it in your little sash, and you're off.
I am gonna go pester Kinmotus because I can.
Yeah, you get over there, you see the smoke is kind of rising up from his chimney, and you hear the clang of metal going on inside. You do anything? Get his attention? Well, actually, Kinmotus, you already know he's there. You felt like a twinge in the back of your neck that Shoo might be outside.
Yeah, for whatever reason, my particular property, he can't really get around the area very easily as far as not being noticed, unless he's coming from, underground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
Because I'm kind of
there's
off
been
in my own little corner.
there's been like a few times when he's gotten in and then you find the spot he gets in and you like reinforce it and then he gets in again, you do the same thing, and that's happened so many times over the few years that now your house is kind of a mess of just like reinforced plates of steel all over the walls and the ceiling and cracks under the doors and just all over the place. But yeah, you're in there and you kind of see you hear some trampling outside between your beats and all that. You proceed to go see what's outside or just do what you do.
Well, I know it's Shoo, so I don't really. I actually want him to keep probing my building for weaknesses, so that way I can figure out where he's coming in and reinforce it. So I kind of just leave him to do his thing.
Yeah, it's almost a game. All right, well, Shoo, you're at his building. What do you want to do?
I'm going to do the unexpected. Go in through the front door.
Yeah, you go over. Is your place unlocked, Kinmotus?
Yeah, during the day, in case some Riker's guys will bring some stuff for me to repair every now and then.
Yeah, you're sitting there, and sunlight floods your place as your front door is open, and there's a figure kind of standing there, a little proud of himself. Just not filling up very much of the doorway, but he's definitely standing at your front door. The weird grin on his face.
Gonna walk in and hop up on something that looks like it's not hot or going to be in the way.
I'll just keep working.
I'm going to pick up a little scrap of metal of Kinmotus's and I'm gonna start chewing on it.
It tastes like iron. It doesn't taste good, but maybe it does to Ryker. Maybe this is his thing. His comfort.
Chew.
Don't taste good to me, that's for sure. I'm not
I
there.
bet it does taste good to Ryker. He likes metal shavings.
Yeah,
That's what
sure,
they mix in the coffee.
Yeah. That's
Mortifies
what
you.
holds my rice cake together.
He welds his rice cakes
I like
together.
my rice cake shiny too. We all like shinies one way or another.
Everything shiny.
I like my rice cakes like I like my armor, bulletproof.
It's what you patch your armor with.
Just get a vest of rice cakes.
About this
Awesome.
time
Well,
of day, I
everybody's-
like to go outside and just kind of listen around for any caravans moving through.
Well, yeah, it's actually perfect time because as you head outside, you start to hear the faint sounds of what we would recognize to be organ music playing on the wind. And it's proceeding to get louder.
No, it's Calliope's Catastrophe Carnival.
Yeah, it starts getting louder and louder, and you kind of go towards the entrance, the large entrance of the town, and down the road, just to where it's just a blip on the edge of the horizon. You can see this something moving towards you. It appears to have it appears to be a figure, but it's really far away. And yeah, there's definitely the sound of hymns being played on an organ kind of deal. again, what we would recognize to be kind of church music.
It's not something you hear very often.
No, it's definitely not something that you've heard before. Same for you, Shoo. You start hearing it as well. At first, just kind of a whisper on the winds, but then it proceeds to get louder and louder as it's clearly making its way towards your town.
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna finish chewing up my little piece of metal and gonna go out and scamper between Kinmotus's legs and like, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see?
As it begins rolling closer, you can see there's a pickup truck that has some kind of no-top trailer, and strapped into the back of the pickup is a large statue of a woman. She has a hood over her head, kind of wearing blue. It's what we would recognize as Mother Mary, but yeah, it looks like a figure of a woman, and behind them there's a trailer that has some kind of a weird instrument with pipes that come out of it, and then a probably group of 6 people, all wearing white. Some men just in like white shirts, women wearing the similar kind of white hoods over them. They're kind of walking with their hands clasped and kind of swaying back and forth to the music, heading your way.
Is anybody from the tower coming out?
The 2 guys at the front gate. You have who do we have here? Yeah, we got Poke and Mambo hanging out the front gate. 2 Jameson boys there. They're kind of laughing at them, kind of pointing and laughing. Those guys again. Here they come. The crazies are coming to knock on our door and talk about their holy mother and all that. Yeah, it ends up pulling kind of right up to the gate, and they all park, and you see a guy get out of the pickup, and he's wearing this brightly colored, long flowing kind of robe of sorts, and he has his hair, black hair, all slicked back, and he has this very thin mustache that curls around his lips, and he goes back to his people, and he pulls them all together, and he starts doing some kind of speech. They all get down on their knees behind, while the organ music kind of goes down a little quieter, and proceed to do something. Would you recognize prayer?
I would probably think it's more of like showing the guy respect than anything.
Yeah, Shoo, you're seeing the exact same thing go on.
I'm just a little Shoo. I can't get all the way out there. I gotta wait.
Yeah, by this time, Ryker, you've kind of come back and you've heard the commotion, and you see the gate guards and Shoo and Kinmotus hanging out, kind of looking out, and you look past and you recognize the symbol. You recognize the statue. You've actually come across these folks before. It's a religious group that serve their Holy Mother. Well, what was the last time you ran into them?
I was out scavenging the up north at the Army Depot. Actually ran into them getting the filters. They were taking a rest since most of them don't ride in the vehicles.
Yeah, you know that they They don't need to. There's part of their religion that they see the foot of these women, or the woman, the statue they have, is bare. It has no sandals. It has no nothing on it, and so they feel like, you know, their goddess, their holy mother, must have walked the earth with no feet and without no, you know, vehicles. So we must do the same. And through her grace and through her spirit, we're able to push through the heat and all of that. But yeah, after a little while, the guy kind of picks himself up and starts walking over to you. How y'all doing this morning? It's a beautiful day out here. Our mother has granted us with just a wonderful day, hasn't she? All right, we got quite a little quiet cloud here. I'm here. I was wondering, do you all have any kind of well, we're needing some supplies for our truck. We've been running into some issues with some overheating, so you guys got anything we could possibly, anyone we can talk to about our truck? We're just looking to get her fixed up, get her out of here.
Try the
I'll
garage.
just point to the left towards the garage and start heading back to my place.
All right, and he goes back to his group and he sends two younger looking gentlemen, probably teenage boys. They're wearing these white shirts, but the armpits are stained like just dark brown yellow from sweat. The collars around them are all kind of stained as well. They're buttoned all the way up to the top. As they get closer, you can tell like their faces are just beet red. The edges of their mouth is just caked in like white and just dry. Their lips are all cracked and dry, and their eyeballs are all like burnt red, and they just look like they've been out for a while. And they start kind of going out, and they look over to where you had pointed Kinmotus and kind of start lightly jogging in that direction.
I guess I'll head to the garage as well, see if I can help.
Yeah, you go back there. The organ starts playing back again, and the remaining three ladies and another younger boy start kind of swaying and singing a song that you've probably never heard before. It's a song of it's actually in what we would recognize to be Spanish. There's a lot of madre being said, so probably something to do about their mother. But yeah, you get back to the garage, and the two kids kind of knock on the door. Pitbull rolls it up, answers. Yeah, what can I do for you? Have a little conversation. Yeah, our father Sarge says he needs to get some supplies for his truck. And I guess you could probably help him with that. And Pitbull says, yeah. My partner, my boy Ryker there, he could probably help. Ryker, you can help these guys out, can't you? Just go take a look at the truck, you know, figure out what's going on, and then I can. We got probably some supplies back here, but go out there and take a look at it.
Yeah, sure. I'll walk back towards the gate again.
Yeah, as you do, he kind of like kicks some dirt towards you, like, drop the attitude, boy. I'm paying you, and I'm letting you live here. Yeah, you go out to the truck, and they pop the hood, and the coolant, what you would recognize to be the coolant reservoir, is pretty much dry, barren. Some of the hoses are cracked and worn out. Pretty much just seems like the truck has not gotten the proper cooling for a while, and it's just been kind of worn hot. But as you're looking through, you get a hand on your shoulder, and it's yeah, Pastor Sarge comes up. Ryker, it's been a while. How you been, boy?
Been busy, you know, fixing cars and finding dead people.
Oh dear, finding dead people, man, that's never a good thing. Well, you know, praise our Holy Mother. If we ever die, we will be in a beautiful, beautiful place. Death will.
Ooh,
will
what place is that?
Well, hello there, little one. Who might you be?
I'm Shoo.
Hi there, Shoo. My name's Sarge. How you doing this fine day?
I'm gonna slip away back to the garage while he's talking to Shoo.
Yeah.
It's bright outside.
It is indeed. That's the gift from our mother. You see, she has granted us this light this day. She has granted us another day to live. Hallelujah. Praise our mother. Do you not agree, little one?
My mother takes me to warm, dark places. She's not so much about the light.
Oh, well. Perhaps you may need another mother then. Mother should never take their child to the dark, for the dark is where the evil lives, and we don't want our kids to be now near the evil now, do we?
No. My mother loves me. She takes care of me all the time.
Ah, yes, our mother loves everyone. Everyone, no matter what age, creed, religion, you're all loved. And through her spirit flows the waters that we consume so that we might live ever forth.
Ooh, my mother gives me water too. It's cold and clean. I love it. Very tasty.
Yes. The water from our mothers is a great thing to have indeed. Well, Shoo, what do you do around this town? Seems like you might be a useful fellow yourself.
I'm Shoo.
Yes, indeed you are. Yes, indeed you are. He kind of turns over and looks to one of the women in the group. She's kind of an older woman. She comes over and says, "Now, what's her name?" Not great with names. Oh God, those are not names I want.
Old lady number 1.
You're like, oh God, what list of names is that? Did I hit the list of names of ogres?
Yeah, that was awkward.
Beelzebub.
This is Granny Blacktooth Snagglepuss.
Yeah, Abigail. He calls Abigail over, kind of an older. Is this here's little Shoo? And she bends down and kind of, how you doing, sweetheart? You look like you could use a drink.
No, I'm good. I had drink already.
But you don't
I drink again in another couple of hours.
Yes, have you? Well, where do you stay, little one?
I stay here. I stay there.
You look.
I really like to sleep on the roof of Sadie's house. It's comfortable.
It seems kind of dangerous. Where are your parents?
Yeah. Parents? What are parents?
And who watches out for you? Make sure you're safe.
Shoo. And I whip out the little Ewok spear.
Oh yeah, you got a
And then I
pointy
put it
thing
back.
there. You look like a scary little man. You know what? I have a book with some pictures. Would you like to see some pictures? Would you like to hear about my mother?
Pictures.
She goes to the back of the cab, opens one of the door, kind of ruffles through. You see inside there, they have a container with a few books. They all look the same except for one. She brings it out, and it's like an old children's book. Again, in Spanish. So the letters look similar, but probably even more normal for Ryker because they're mixed up anyways to you. Like they're not in English.
No, I'm
or
Shoo.
Spanish. Shoo?
I'm Shoo. Spoons Ryker.
Yeah. Why do I keep doing that?
I don't know.
Anyways, Shoo, you see inside the truck there's a few other books in there, and she brings out a little book, and it's a little story of the birth of Christ, pretty much the nativity, all of that kind of stuff. So it has all the pictures of, you know, the camels and the 3 wise men and the shepherds and the sheep and the angels and the stars, and you know, Mother Mary and all that stuff. She kind of goes through this whole little. You can tell this is a story that she's repeated many, many times to many young children, but it focuses more on the travel and, you know, the strength of Mary than it does on the birth of Christ. they're definitely focused on that aspect of the story. And then as she was able to bring the Jesus Savior to this world for a long time ago, she is now able to provide us with the sustenance we need to live now. She has given birth to us to be able to survive the world as it is now. She's smiling, kind of like, I can't wait to see this small child. He must be clearly so immature and childlike.
So, how does she protect us from the bad people?
Well,
Because I didn't see any of them. None of them have sharps or pointies or boomers or anything. How do they protect themselves? Because, I mean, I saw a dead man just this morning, and he just died of sand. But I mean, I've seen chickens get their heads cut off, and I can only imagine what a sharp would do to a little tiny person.
well, you see, she has opened a door for us to live in a new place. So death is really only the beginning of our actual life. Right now, it's only the trial period, the beginning stages, the tryouts, possibly.
Then if there's a better place after this one, why don't you just take a sharp to your arm and just go there now?
Well, you see, Shoo, when I get there, I want to have a lot of friends with me. It's going to be a glorious place. We'll have so much food and water and songs. But I don't want to be there alone. I want to have friends like you. And I can't make those friends if I take a Sharpie or sharp to my wrist.
I don't know. Sounds awfully. The word. Oh, I don't remember the word. I don't know. It sounds like an awful lot of problems.
Isn't life a lot of problems? Isn't that just the way it is? Wouldn't it be nice to be able to put some of those problems on just the faith that someone much more powerful than us can take care of those problems with us if we believe hard enough?
I already have that. That's what Mom's for. She wraps me up in the warm, dark, and I just get to listen to her heartbeat. And then when I wake up, I feel better.
Shoo, you must not be tempted by the safety and warmth of the darkness. That is a place of evil. You wouldn't want to be evil now. You're such a nice young child.
Not evil.
Yes, but the darkness, that is where evil likes to live. You must live in the light.
No, the wolves are evil. You've got to watch out for the wolves. Are you a wolf?
I'm not a wolf. There are stories in the book about wolves that pretend to be sheep so that they can get inside where all the sheep live and do bad things. But those wolves are evil too.
No, those aren't my wolves. My wolves are different. I know them when I see them. They don't sound very nice.
Well, Shoo, we'll have a sermon tonight, and it'll be great. Pastor Sarge will be talking, and afterwards we'll have communion. You know what that is?
Is it a party?
It is. It's a party with our mother. It's a party with all of our friends. All of my friends that I've brought here, and maybe some of your friends from town. A chance for us to get together and talk about the glorious works of our mother. and how we can all help each other in the dark times that is now.
Well, I like parties, so I guess I'll be there.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, looks like our friend Ryker's up there fixing the truck. I'm gonna go in the back and make sure my friends are doing okay, but if you have more questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. Just let me know.
Okay. I'm gonna go check on Ryker too.
Awesome.
He gets confused sometimes.
Don't we all, sweetheart? Don't we all?
I heard that, little one.
Yeah, so Ryker,
know
you
exactly what I'm
see,
doing.
you've been able to kind of take inventory of the parts to get. Kinmotus, what are you doing this whole time? Like you've been watching the crowd a little while, and they all seem different. They seem a little. They're not all acting normal. Like it's very much this family style. All speak at the same time, sing songs, clap rhythms. You know, they all seem to be on like the same cycle as it might be. Is this something that you would recognize, or whatever? Just a bunch of folks from the waste. No big deal here.
Yeah, I don't really pay them too much mind. I tend to stick to myself.
So yeah, what do you end up going off to do?
Just more work on my place. I tend to be a very as I get more material, I just kind of upgrade this or that.
Yeah, you go head back and you're working for a little while, and there's just the normal hustle bustle. There's some folks going to and from the market and all of that. You start to hear a little bit of a scuffle, and then very loud scream come from one of the houses, and it sounds like the scream of a female. Who else is one of your neighbors that lives up here?
It was funny. The first name that popped into my head was Sadie. That's
It's
already
definitely not,
taken.
yeah, it's definitely not Sadie screaming out. It's Raven.
Yeah, she lives on that back row, just a little ways out, and I mean, the moment I hear any kind of scuffle, I'm full on sprint, because I'm used to going out after the bandits.
Yeah, you get to outside her house, and you see she is being dragged out of the house by the two boys that are in white. It's kind of kicking her feet a little bit.
Real quick question for Ryker. Ryker, when you were fixing stuff on the truck, did you drop any nuts or bolts or pieces of hose or something?
Maybe some of the old hose, and I just dropped it on the ground because it's all broken and cracked.
Okay, cool. I pick it up and eat it.
Whatever.
Well, it's pretty obvious that she doesn't want to go with them, and I'm just going to, the bigger of the two kids, just charge and throw my shoulder right into him.
All right, awesome. So let's take a quick look at our moves here. Yeah, it sounds like you are trying to go aggro on them. So when you go aggro, you make it clear what you want them to do and what you'll do to them. So you want them to let her go, or you will slam the shit out of them. So go ahead and do a roll plus hard. All right, on a 7 to 9, you can choose one of the above or one of the following. So they can either force her hand and suck it up, meaning that they'll basically say, okay, do it. or they cave and do what you want, or they get the hell out of your way. See, what them do on a roll, they have to choose. Which is weird. It seems like this is something I should be choosing, but I guess not. They can give you something that they think you want or tell you what you want to hear or back off calmly. Hands where you can see them. This really does seem like something I should be doing, but it does say they. Aggro, make it clear what you want them to do and what to do. Roll plus hard. They have to choose. I guess when they say, see that, it is saying they as the person you're charging, not you have to choose.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, these guys definitely, they see you coming, and you are full-blown creepy-ass dude in a mask, so they turn and drop and just run. Just boom, they're out of your way. You get over to Raven. She's kind of on her knees, and she's kind of like cursing under her breath. She's wearing like a biker jacket, and she has her hair all slicked back with like the sides kind of shaved. Yeah, so you pull her up to her feet. Those motherfuckers saying I look like her. God damn it, every single time they're in here, they're trying to take me away. Thank you, Kinmotus. Thank you. You've always been nearby. I think I'm okay though.
Where is the nearest of Jameson's people?
You can see Tyson kind of wandering around the outside of the fence a bit.
I'm gonna quickly walk over to Tyson.
Yeah, you do, and he kind of flinches at first. He's like, "Hey, Kinmotus, how you doing? No hard feelings about last night, just part of the job. Anyways, good day. How you doing?" He kind of reaches his hand out to try to shake it. You can tell he's a little confused that you would approach him.
I reach out and grab his hand with a nice firm grip and quietly tell him that the outsiders were trying to steal Raven and to tell Jameson and the rest of the crew to get them off of our property.
Yeah. What one was it? Was it that pastor fellow?
No, it was the two white young red kids.
His boys. All right. Yeah. Thanks. Let me go ahead and call this up, and goes on his radio and starts calling out. And you can see when you turn around, the two guys at the gate kind of look back towards his direction, then kind of look at each other and start walking towards the truck. Ryker, you're still working, fixing on the truck, and two guys come over and call out, "Sarge, we got to talk to you. Come here real quick."
I'm gonna head back toward Ravens.
Yeah, they head back to, they have a little kind of outhouse building, not an outhouse, but like a bunker. They go back there and they start talking. Shoo, you can see them through the windows. They go to like a little ham radio style thing. Pastor pulls it up, holds a headphone to his ears, and kind of talking and shaking his head, and hears something.
It's the same one Sadie used last night.
Yeah. It's just a different location. It seems like a few people have these. But you can see there's a sign of disappointment, kind of shaking his head, and then kind of like, I'm sorry, I'll go talk kind of things. After a few minutes passes, he kind of shakes his head, and you can tell he's agreeing to something, hangs it up, goes over, kind of pats each guy on their shoulder, and proceeds out. And as soon as he gets out, he goes around his truck, and he sees the two boys kind of cowering, and he grabs both of them by the ears and starts walking very quickly and just dragging them behind them. And you can just hear these screams of, "I'm sorry, Papa, I'm sorry, Papa, I'm sorry." And they kind of go off into the distance. Does anybody follow them?
hear at him around the hood, but I'm still fixing the engine here, so.
Yeah, he purposely kind of goes out of sight, so nobody just around the truck's going to be able to see what's going on.
I'm gonna take my chewing hose and follow him.
Okay, yeah, you take your little piece of rubber and you kind of get up over this hill, and you see both of these boys are down on the ground, and they're laying with like their arms flat and their head to the ground. Their pants are pulled down, and their bare asses are exposed to the sunlight as he's starting to pull his belt off. After
I'm just gonna watch.
yeah,
She
after
doesn't understand corporal punishment.
after a few moments, he pulls it out, and he kind of looks up to the sky and does some kind of, says something, and then proceeds to smack each child on their rear kind of over and over again. And you just hear this whipping thwap, 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 and this whimper sound. Now pray to your mother and ask for forgiveness. Now pray to your mother and ask for forgiveness. And kind of just saying this thing over and over again. This goes on for about 5 minutes, to the point like their asses are a lot redder than their faces were from standing in the day all day. And eventually he goes down, and you actually see something strange. He actually is the one that goes over and he pulls both of their pants up, right, and gets them buckled up, and then he pulls them in, and he kind of holds them like towards his chest for a little bit as they're sobbing. He kind of nods his head. I understand, but you have to atone for your punishment, and mothers must punish their children. And if I must raise my hand to you, it's because that is what she would want. I understand, my children, understand. Do you understand? Kind of thing, trying to console them down.
Crazy.
So yeah, they all come back in, and he goes up to you, Ryker. Hey, yeah, it sounds like we're gonna have to probably head out a little sooner than we were wanting. This all done here?
Yeah, I'm just finishing it up now. Just topping off the radiator here.
Mm.
You're good to go.
How much your boss say this would cost us?
You know, I didn't actually ask. I probably should have asked him. I don't know. I honestly don't know a good number for something in a world like this.
All right. We'll go back and grab some stuff, and he goes, and he has like a few cases of like ammo, some standard like 9mm handgun caliber stuff that he gets you, and he puts it on top of what we would recognize to be a Bible. And he hands you the book and the bullets. If anybody in the town might be interested, they should definitely have a read. It's a very interesting book. Learn a lot about our mother.
All right.
Goes around. All right,
This
family.
should do it.
Looks like we gotta burn the road a little sooner than we'd like. Mother bless all of you. He points back to the town. Sorry for everything that happened. Do know that my boys will atone for what they have done today. They will be punished for their sins. You all have a beautiful rest of your day. And they all, him and yeah, it's pretty much just him, and there's one other woman that gets into the truck bed with them. And then Abigail actually gets back up on the trailer and starts playing the music, and the other 3 folks start walking around them. They pull the trailer around and start heading back the way they came. As they fade, the music fades as well. And by this point, it's probably mid-afternoon. As you get back to the garage, Pitbull's like, "Hey, how much you charge those folks? I heard them leaving."
They gave us a couple cases of ammo here. You didn't really give me a number. They left mighty quick.
I thought you would know. I've been trying to teach you this stuff. All right, that'll be okay though. You know, if you're going for that copper though, you probably head out soon. The sun's not gonna be up for too much longer.
I'm ready to go now. I'm heading out now.
All right, be safe. He closes the garage, goes back to what he's doing.
I'm gonna go jump in my 4x4 and, you know, try to head up north.
Okay, so yeah, you start driving towards the small entrance. Kinmotus and Shoo, you guys both hear the sound of Ryker's Jeep start up. And I did actually have some questions about your vehicle, sir. Let's look this up real quick.
You got questions? I got answers.
All right, let's see. I got my pages here. This is your Jeep. So, would you call your Jeep to be wild or bold?
Bold, probably.
And is this a bastard, bitch, devil, fucker, or beast?
What the? Let's go with
Were
beast.
those words each options, or was it a
Nope,
long
it's
option
bastard,
and then a short
bitch,
option?
devil, fucker, or beast.
Oh, well, you know what? Let's go with fucker. How about that?
It's a bold fucker.
Yeah, it is. Just like its
Awesome.
driver.
So yeah, you roll up to the front gate. Shoo and Kinmotus, you both hear the sound of Ryker heading out. Is this a sound you recognize? Kinmotus specifically, like, did you recognize this as a call to arms kind of thing, or?
Anytime I hear his vehicle, I do kind of put down whatever I'm doing and step out and see if he is wanting assistance.
Yeah, so at the gate, Kinmotus is there. Shoo, this is definitely, you know, it's another car, it's another event going on, so you recognize it as well, so. His Jeep's praying there. What do you guys say? Like, what's the conversation?
Ooh. Where are you going, Ryker? Where are you going?
I've got to go and get some copper from the scrap yards up north.
The scrapyard.
Yes. The
Can I
scrap
come?
yard. I can't keep an eye on you and get my copper.
You don't have to. I just want to ride out and then a ride back. I can take care of myself. I'm Shoo. I know what I'm doing. I have a pointy thing.
Yeah, that makes me feel great.
Kinmotus, you hear all this going on.
Whether he says yes or no, I climb onto his Jeep.
Okay. Yeah, Shoo's on the roof for now.
God damn it, boy.
I
At
pretty
least
much
get
just
in the
sit there
damn vehicle.
silently unless he motions me to actually hop on.
If you're just gonna stand there like an idiot, you might as well get in.
Sweet.
That's good enough for me. I hop on and
Awesome. So you guys are in there, and let's go ahead and take our next quick 5-minute break before you all head down the road of funsies. Going on a road trip.
Exploration.
Indeed. Yeah, welcome to, just so you guys have an idea. So that was our city map. This is our region map. And this is our world. And that blue circle, or not that blue circle, the city is marked. If you zoom in way down towards like this. Come on, let me do the blip. There we go. Right down there. That's where you be. And so
Cool.
obviously there is
We're in Chile.
ocean out there. There's even an island that you've heard of, but it's way out there. And it is kind of to scale. Kind of. So yeah, we'll go region for now. Do me a favor, Ryker. Mark where you know this facility to be. The mileage is accurate on here as well, so it's not super far. I think it's about 50 miles each direction, something like that.
All right, it's not too far.
You got
See,
all schmancy
probably-
with the maps there.
Yep. I like to have maps, but leave them really wide open so we can just throw stuff at them and see what sticks.
It's up north, so it'll be over there.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, you guys
Northwest.
go up here and down and over and awesome. All right, let's take a quick 5-minute break so I can do some planning, work some stuff out, and then we'll come back and start this ride.